Hey guys, my name is Jin Bang, Director of Education with Enso Tools, here to share the new COCO by Enso Pure Ceramic Flat Iron. And here's why. So now most flat irons claim they're pure ceramic. I'm going to use my razor or knife test to see what happens if I scratch the plate. As you guys can see, the plate isn't peeling like every other flat iron would. So here we have another iron that is a ceramic iron that is coated, and here is how we can tell. Here's my razor, and that thin layer of ceramic comes right off. So as you can see guys, here's a bottle of water and a cap full. This is test number 2. We have the COCO by Enso Pure Ceramic Iron at 450. And what we're going to do now is take a cap full of water and let's see what happens to the water droplet. And you guys can see the heat disbursement is going inside the droplet of water and therefore causing osmosis. And that was a good 20 seconds. And again, the heat is going inside the water droplet and heating up the droplet of water. So imagine your hair. It's going through far infrared technology so your hair doesn't burn. And now here is the other iron at 450. Failed test number 1. Now let's try test number 2. And as you guys can see, the water droplet can't even stand on the plate. It's so hot that the water is gliding right off. So here we're going to do that practical physical test on our lovely model here with a strand test. Keeping the COCO by Enso at 450, yes, 450. Because this is a pure ceramic iron, there's no metal heat conductor to absorb the leftover moisture from the hair. Think of the water droplet test. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just straight iron a piece of this hair. Now, did you guys notice at 450 I'm still touching the hair? The hair is already cold. It's not ouchy, it's not burning. Same piece of hair. Let's go ahead and do a curl test. We pressed it out first. Now we're going to curl it next at 450. And you guys can see the curl pattern came out pretty nice. So the same piece was straight, now it's curled, no moisture was taken out. It's now some bouncy, look at all that optimum shine. And now I'm gonna go ahead and straighten iron it again with the COCO by Enso. And the reason why we're showcasing this trifecta and layering the heat like this, guys, is to show proof that we have the first far infrared flat iron in the world. Why is this beneficial? Think of your Brazilian blowouts, your keratin treatments, your silk press curls, whatever. And you guys can see, straight, curls straight, the hair's not hot. So there's no more damage out there. Here's our competitor. Here's another great flat iron. Remember we did the proof test. Scratched it, peeled the ceramic right off. The water can't even stand on the plate because it's so hot. Let's see what happens. Gonna go make it straight first. You guys can see the difference with all that smoke, taking all that moisture away. Okay, ow, that's a little hot because we had it at 450. I'm gonna let that just kind of cool off for a second. And now we're gonna try to curl the same piece. And again, we're not trying to badmouth any other irons or dryers. We're just showing visual tests to see which irons and dryers are actually beneficial for your hair. And you guys can see that the curl is not as nice. Okay, one more time, same thing. Keeping it at 450 with the competitor. So we learned one, the first pass of straightening ironing that hair really took all that moisture out, and that's why the curl didn't hold. And this last pass, and still a little hot, we made it straight, but feeling the difference, her hair is definitely drier. So the last and my favorite feature and benefit about the pure Coco by Enso flat iron is the only flat iron in the world, guys, that is safe and healthy for all hair textures, one. And lastly, it's the only flat iron that will pull zero oxidation in any type of color, whether you're reds, warms, greens, blues, whatever you want to have. And we're going to do a quick strand test right now with the Coco by Enso. But first, let's go ahead and do a strand test with every other iron that says they're ceramic, but clearly we saw most of them are just plated. Going at 450, competitor. Oxidation. So clearly the competitor iron, even though it was ceramic, it was clearly pulling and oxidizing the color. Now going back to the Coco by Enso, guys, at 450 degrees, you guys will notice zero oxidation because of its pure form of the ceramic iron.